I've been called a victim of marketing, and I tend to agree. Whenever a shiny new bike part comes out that claims to be cooler, lighter, or better, I'm probably a little too quick to give up my money for it. But when I first saw this new product, it was so strange, even I had to pump the brakes. So, albeit a little out of character, I waited. And once it grew into exactly what I was looking for, then it was time to harvest. Welcome back, everybody. I'm JT the Dusty Dutchman, and welcome to Petrifying Springs, aka Pets, aka my home trails. So today we're testing out something that I've been looking forward to for months, but life just kept getting in the way. But today is finally the day to show you what I got, and I got it right here. If I can just get a. These are spokes. No, seriously. These are spokes, like that go in your wheel. So, what's the deal? Why on earth would I want these to be the spokes in my wheels? Well, there's a few things that make these a little bit different than your conventional spoke. Number one, they're touted as the lightest spokes in the world. They also are supposed to contain some vibration damping qualities, and they're supposed to have 12 times the strength to weight ratio of a conventional spoke. Interesting. What are they made of? It's a great question. Ultra high molecular weight polyethylene, UHMWPE. You got that? And that's all cool and everything, but I still wasn't super interested in just the spokes because the installation process was a little probably out of my league. You gotta modify your stock hubs a little bit, and then there's like a stretching process that you have to go through to get them all built up correctly. But then they came out with something else. This is the Berd HAWK30 carbon wheel set, which is a rim, hub, and spoke combination specifically designed to take full advantage of what these spokes can do. All right, so here's the plan. This is my Ibis Ripley, which is the bike that I ride the most. And the reason that we're here at Pets is because these are the trails that I've been riding the most for the last 30 years almost. So we're gonna start with a quick lap just to get calibrated, kind of as a experimental control with leaving the bike just as it is. And then we're gonna swap the wheels out, go for another loop, and see if we can notice any differences. All right, we're doing a quick loop here with the bike as is, just to get kind of recalibrated for today before we swap out the wheels. Do a little bit of rooty climbs here. That's what you get here at Pets. This is one of my favorite downhills here because it's got a lot of roots and a couple rocks and some drops. Nice and leaf color covered now, so. Oh God, that's the wrong line. Go right down the middle here, just for the full experience. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get these wheels swapped out now. Two things to note. One is that we are sticking with the identical tires. Both wheel sets have the same tires, and both wheel sets are carbon. So we're gonna swap them out and go for another ride. All right, back out on the trail with the new wheel set. We're gonna go hit some of the same spots and a couple of new spots and just see if I can notice anything different. All right, so here's that same downhill from earlier. Rooty, pretty leafy. Hard to tell what's underneath. And let's see if I can take the same bad line I did the first time. Yep. And right down the middle. Oh. Interesting. So at 1,394 grams. This is definitely my lightest wheel set, which is cool. But the most noteworthy thing for me, the thing that really got me to lay down some money for these, is the claim that it has vertical compliance and lateral stiffness, which ultimately means going down the trail, the wheel and spoke combination should absorb and damp some of those sharper impacts, some of the little bit of chatter, allegedly. Wow. Oh, nice. All right, I'm a couple miles in and I have some thoughts already that I'll wait to share till the end, but it ain't no fun unless the homie gets some. So let's get the cameraman on this bike and just, you know, see what he thinks, because he'll be fresh off his bike, so it'll be very foreign to him, and we'll see what kind of thoughts he's got on it.
Fruit punch here with a little jumpy run on the new Berd wheels. Buttery smooth feeling.
Nice rip.
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Oh, it's strange. It's weird how quiet they are. It's smooth, but it's different. Sucks up a lot of the little like twangy, chattery feels of any other wheel set, so it's cool. It just feels relaxing out there.
All right, it's been a few days since we filmed this video. I went for a few more rides just so I could get a little bit more time on these wheels, but I think I'm ready to start answering some questions. So like I said earlier, when I first saw these spokes, they were so different and so odd, I was kind of a skeptic, and my biggest question was, are these spokes a gimmick? So I think to answer that question, we really got to look at what they claim versus what is reality. So let's start with, are they light? Well, yeah. Especially from my perspective, they are the lightest mountain bike wheel set I've ever owned. Next, are they strong or durable? Well, I think that's more of a long-term test result, but my initial impressions are, yes, they're very strong. They feel just as strong as every other carbon wheel set I own, plus they have a warranty to back it up, which I'll explain more about later. Next, do they really have vertical compliance and lateral stiffness? So for this one, I gotta agree with what Fruit Punch said after he rode these wheels for about 1 minute.
It's weird how quiet they are. Smooth, it's different. Sucks up a lot of the little like twangy.
So I tried to ride over every root, every rock, every little flat drop that I could out there, and it just feels more comfortable and surprisingly quieter. It's like you could take any bike on any trail, and whatever harshness of the trail that's being transferred into your body, you just take that harshness and just turn it down, one click. But in all those scenarios where you want that lateral stiffness, like in hard cornering, they never feel spongy or loose or noodly at all. Next up, are they expensive? Well, in my opinion, yes, but let's give it some context. These are my Ibis branded S28 carbon wheels. They weigh 1,630 grams and they have an internal diameter of 28 millimeters. And they will cost you about 800 bucks. These are my Envy AM30 carbon fiber wheels with Industry 9 hubs. They have an internal rim diameter of 30 millimeters. They weigh 1,852 grams. I paid $2,000 for this wheel set, and you can buy them now for $1,400. And here we have the Berd HAWK30 carbon fiber wheel set. that has an internal rim diameter of 30 millimeters. They come with Talon Hubs, which to me look just like DT Swiss 350s. They weigh 1,394 grams, and today they will cost you $2,300. So between these 3 sets of carbon fiber wheels, the Berd wheels are $1,500 more expensive than the cheapest set, but they're also just over a full pound lighter than the heaviest set. But there's also more to consider. When it comes to the warranty, Berd does beat these other wheels. Not only do they have lifetime crash replacement, just like Envy does, but Berd also has a lifetime warranty against manufacturing defects, which Envy's is only 5 years. But of course, like anything else, it's not all sunshines and rainbows. I do have some concerns. So let's say, for example, one of the spokes loosens up, or I break a spoke, or actually it wouldn't be a break, it'd be like rip or tear a spoke, or I need to true the wheel. On any other wheel set, I already know how to do all that. I can fix it myself. So if I gotta take these to a shop, will they know how to fix it? Another issue, which could affect a lot of the smaller boutique brands that I like, is that the bike industry is pretty tough right now. So like, let's say in 5 years, if I have an issue with these spokes that I needed some kind of warranty work done, are they still gonna be in business where I can even get the work done, or am I just completely out of luck? So with all things considered, good and bad, and in comparison to my other carbon fiber wheel sets, are the Berd wheels a gimmick? My short answer, no, they're for real. So from my experience, the Berd HAWK30 wheels have met my expectations. They are super light, they seem really strong, they look sick, the vertical compliance seems like a real thing. But will I be saying the same thing next year when we do the long-term review? Only time will tell. But in the meantime, check out this video. Speaking of carbon and upgrading, I raced the Iceman Comet's Challenge on a not so expensive carbon bike that is doing pretty well. And then after that, don't forget to get outside and get on your bike, because good things will happen.